Hello there, it's Positive Gaming and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck Profile Day. Today I'm going to be profiling Monarchs. This deck that I made got 5th place at a local regional, winning 3, draw 1 and lost 1, and then in a second tournament when won 3 and lost 1. So we're going to get into it. First off, we play 3 Idea. Idea, if you don't know, it's like a searcher in the deck. Allows you to special summon, and when it goes to graveyard, if it's sent there by any means, you get to add a banish spell or trap back from the grave. So Idea also is good combination with Eidos. Now this is Eidos. If you don't know what Eidos do, when it's normal or special summoned, you can normal summon once again during your main phase. So what you normally do is go Idea, special Eidos from deck. It's got to be from deck, by the way, and then go into one of your bigger guys, or you can go Eidos and grave effect, banish it, special Idea, and then after special of Idea, what I normally tend to do, because I play one other vassal, is a Mithra. I normally go for Eidos, banish and grave, get the Idea and special summon the Mithra. Now if you don't know what Mithra does, when she's tributed for a tribute summon, you get to tribute her again, or you get to tribute again. So you can potentially take 2 cards out of an opponent's hand, and it's really good. The other effect of Mithra is you can special summon her onto your side of the field by giving your opponent a token with the same stat lines as any of the vassals. Next, we're going to get into our bigger monarchs. These are the newer ones. Erebus. We play 3 Erebus in the deck. What this allows us to do is send 2 monarch spell traps. Do they have to be? Yep, with different names to target, to shuffle 1 card from field, hand or graveyard. So you can choose either of them. And then when this is in the grave, you can pitch a monarch spell trap from your hand to get any monarch with 2400 or more attack. Or any card with 2400 more attack and 1000 defense. One of the best big monarchs that Konami have ever released is Aether the Heavenly Monarch. This has 2 great effects. The first effect is when this card distributes summoned, you can send 2 monarch spell traps from your deck to the graveyard with different names on, and then special summon 1 card with 1 monster with 2400 or more attack and 1000 defense, but return it during the end phase. Now, if you have a monarch spell trap in your grave on your opponent's main phase, it's a quick effect. You can banish one of them and then tribute summon this card, and then the special summon effect applies on their turn, and at the end of their turn, that monster comes back. So this is kind of like a return effect, but it can put damage on, as if you go for the Eidos Mithra play, you can potentially get 3 big monarchs on board, and if they've got nothing to stop any attacks, and that's basically much gain, because that's 2000, 2000, 6000, 8400. Next we're going to get into the other monarchs. These are the mega monarchs that we play. These weren't included in the structure deck and have somewhat gone up in price, but we play once a Borg the mega monarch. Let's try to focus on the effect. But this, if it's tribute summoned using a light monster, you then target, if it's tribute summoned, you then target 1 card on the field. If it was a light monster, both players send as possible, clearing up a little confusion on the net, as possible from your extra deck to the graveyard equal to D level or rank. If it was tribute summoned, say by Idea, a light monster, you get to choose what they send from the extra deck to the grave, which is a really good effect. This card states as possible, so You don't have to have monsters in your extra deck to activate this effect. Another card we play is Karaz the Light Monarch. Now this combos well with Aether, as you can tribute summon the Aether, then special this out, destroy up to 2 cards on the field, and then for each card destroyed, that card's controller draws 1 card. So on your opponent's turn, you could either get rid of Scales or something, or you can get rid of your own card to draw, or you can do it on your turn. It's just a really good draw and card effect. Next card we play is Thestalos the Mega Monarch. This is a simple card. You tribute summon it, you look in your opponent's hand, and if it was a monster discarded, they take attack damage equal to its level times 200. If this card was tribute summoned by tributing a fire monster, add this additional effect. But most of the time you won't do that anyway. Caius the Mega Monarch. It's like the normal Caius, but if you banish a dark monster, they send banish all cards of that name from their hand, main deck, extra deck, and graveyard of the player who controlled it. If this card was tribute summoned by tributing a dark monster, target 2 cards instead, and they take 1,000. The next card I play is this. Some people are playing Vanity's Fiend. I play one in the side deck, granted, but overall I prefer Magician's Fiend. It wrecks Mermail a lot. It wrecks a lot of things. Vanity's just stops him from special summoning now. That's all well and good, but you got the field spell, as I will go over. But this just stops monster effects being activated, hand, field, or graveyard, and it's a really, really good effect. And it's also searchable return. You can always grab it back with Erebus because it's got the stat lines. Overall, I really think this is a better card myself. Next we play is Dark Armed Dragon. Now, most people are thinking, what? This is Monarchs, why are you playing Dad? Well, for the first off, if you didn't know, well, you will now, it's got an attack of 2800, defense of 1000. A searchable return, you can get it back with Erebus, and you run enough darks in your deck to summon it, and just extra like attack on board. Or you could use the banish effect and destroy effect. Next we have 3 Domain of the Monarch. Domain, if you don't know what it does, it wrecks a lot of decks, because while you have a tribute summon monster and your opponent does not, as long as you don't have cards in your extra deck, your opponent can't summon monsters from their extra deck. It's got another effect is you can reveal a Monarch with 2800 and attack and 1000 defense, reduce its level by 2, so it only requires the 1 tribute. And when any of your Monarchs attack, as long as the tribute summoned, it gains 800 attack. Only during your turn though. Next card we have is pretty simple and standard in Monarchs. Tenacity. All it does is reveal 1 monster in your hand with 2400 attack and 1000 defense, or 2800 attack and 1000 defense, and add 1 Monarch spell or trap from your deck to your hand. You accept Tenacity of the Monarchs. You can only activate this once per turn. A pretty broken card in my opinion, Monarch Stormforth. You can set this and combo it off with Aether, so you can tribute your opponent's monsters during their turn. It doesn't target, it's a quick play, it gets rid of Cosmo Dark Destroyer, it gets rid of stuff that can't be targeted or destroyed because it doesn't destroy. It deals with a lot of problem cards. It can easily bait out a Cyber Dragon Infinity, easy. Next card we are talking about is Pantheism of the Monarchs. Send 1 Monarch spell or trap from your hand to the graveyard, draw 2 cards. And then you can banish this card from the grave, reveal 3 Monarch spell or traps from your deck. Your opponent picks 1 of them, you add 1 to your hand and shuffle the rest back in. Now, the draw effect, some people don't know, but the draw effect is as many times as you like per turn. The only once per turn effect is the graveyard banish and then reveal. Otherwise that'd be OP. OP baby. Next we play one halves is one march and one return. Return just allows you to, when you tribute summon, add a monarch basically. And then march says tribute summon monsters can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. The good thing with march is it's tribute summon monsters, it's not monarchs, technically. Next we play for other one halves is 1/1 for 1, just for the idea. The one rotor for the idea, and foolish burial. It can get us an extra dark target engrave if we only have 2 for a dark arm play. It can get us an Erebus engrave so we can get back our anything else that we need engraved. And get us a an Eidos engrave if we need for a banishment and special effect. And then rotor standard anyway. Next we play one escalation, just so we can tribute someone on their turn. That's all that's used for really. And a card I want to go over in a little depth is Prime Monarch. I've seen a lot of builds on YouTube and most people are just playing the 2. I myself personally prefer to play 3. If it's in hand, it's not a problem for me. If it's engraved, that's better. But basically, the prime effect is you can banish one monarch spell or trap from your grave. Special summon this, it's treated as a monster and not a trap, so you can't MST this. 2400 defense, so you defense it, obviously. And then its other effect is if it's face up on the field in the spell or trap zone, you can shuffle 2 monarch spell or traps from your grave back into the deck, draw 1 card. Like I said, people are playing 2, they want to see it in the grave. But I'm not fussed either way, because if you got this in hand and you got a Pantheism, this is the most likely one you want to discard. You can get it in the grave like that, or if you're running low on resources or spell or traps, or you need to get something back in the deck, just shuffle it back in with a prime. And then if they destroy it, it's in the grave anyway. So that's it for the main deck. The side deck's a little meh, but I've got a lot of good cards in here. Invader of Darkness, I was thinking of testing this. I don't know about it really. Tell me what you think about it, guys. 1 Vanity's Fiend, it's 2400 attack, 1200 defense. I myself don't think this is as good as Majesty's Fiend, but some people prefer it. March of the Monarchs, just another copy in case I ever needed it. Dark Hole, I've recently decided to add in this Dark Hole because I'm figuring that in the mirror match with the cards, I will find it right now. In the mirror match, if they tribute summon Fog King with an Aether and an Eidos, there is hardly anything, as you can see, in that deck to stop the Fog King. The Dark Hole can stop the Fog King, and as you can draw off a Pantheism, you are more likely to see it. But yeah, and it's also good against rogue stuff and other stuff, but you know. And like I said, Fog King, you get this on board in the mirror match or in a lot of things that have tributes. You're more than likely going to win the game. Standard 2 effect Veiler for effect negation. It's pretty good in the mirror as well. 2 Royal Decree just for Tellarknights, back row heavy decks, Masquerade of Strix, a lot of it. Double Twin Twister for the same thing as back row heavy decks, pendulum decks. People are playing Pepe variants. The rest of it, it's just a really good card in my opinion. Double Max C, just because it's Max C really. And the last card in the side deck, which I added in, is Prohibition. Some people may not find this a really good card, but I personally do find it a great card. And yeah, so yep, This has been Positive Gaming. If you did like that deck profile, please to make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe on your YouTube channel. And before I go, I will tell you the matches that I did play on Saturday at the local Hide and Geek. It's their regional this week, so on Saturday the 13th of February. So if you're in Worcester, I think there's some places left. You can search them on Facebook and that, but yeah. The matches that I played on Saturday was one mirror match. I played 3 cards, Idus. In game 2, I won game 1. Game 2, I played Idea, Idus, Tribute Bow for a fucking. He scooped. I played BA in the second tournament. I beat them 2-0. I got the field spell out. They couldn't really summon a Dante's or anything, and I managed to get over them. The only draw was to Mermail. I Vanities Fiended them. They couldn't get over it for a long while. It went into time, and then game 2 he won, so it ended in a draw. The only loss was to a Pepe variant. I had Magic's Fiend on board. I had a lot of stuff on board, but they kept outing it with the Dragon Pit that I am now playing. What else? I played Battling Boxers. I easily beat them 2-0. There was something else I played, and I can't remember what it was. Well, in the main tournament, I ended up going 1-3, drawn 1, and lost 1. 20 odd players. It's good consistency, and I came 5th. And then the second tournament, I went 3-1, which was an 8-man tournament, and I came, I think it was 8-man. Yeah, I came 3rd, just on tiebreakers, otherwise I would have come 2nd and got packs. But anyway, like I said, if you did like this Monarch deck profile, I know it's been long and everything, but please to make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.